Yo boys, it's Dan. Welcome back to another Premier League prediction video. Today is the penultimate game week of the season. We are so close to the season. We can practically touch the end of the season now. Game week 37. Another guest this week. His name is GW37. If you do, as I usual, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe down there. And let's get into game week 37 of the Premier League. Now the first game of game week 37 is Manchester United versus Fulham. Now, coming back, let's go back to defeats that they managed to keep the title. One to Liverpool and to Leicester. Well, Leicester unfortunately play kids, so and Liverpool we were not losers. Hopefully, we need win to get a second place in the league. And I'm going to say we'll win this game. Fulham were down. They didn't look very good last time they played. And I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Man United. And DrodgaJr003, what are you going for at Old Trafford?
Hey there, thank you so much for having me to do this mid-table fixtures and predictions. So we're just gonna get started right away. So first one, we have Man United and Fulham, and this one's taken on Tuesday. This one, I think most likely it's gonna be a Man United win because Fulham has really nothing less to play for. It's towards the end of the season and they're gonna get relegated anyway. I see this game maybe Man United rest some players, probably like 2-0, most likely, or that's where I am most likely gonna get my prediction from it. For the
Thank you, no move to Southampton versus Leeds United. Now, Leeds are just Leeds, and Southampton are just in good form. This game should be an absolute belter. I'm going to go with 2-2 draw. And DrodgaJr003, what are you going for at St Mary's, mate?
For the second game is Southampton and Leeds. This one is an interesting one, but with Leeds high-powering offense and, they catch you on the counter a lot. They also concede quite a lot. I would almost give it up to Leeds because they've been playing well towards the end of the season. Only lost one game and win 2, draw 2. So, and Southampton seems to be on 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. So I think I'm gonna give my edge to Leeds United. Since they do score quite a lot, I think this is gonna be like and you can see a 3-1 game with Leeds having the 3 and Southampton having 1.
Thank you, mate. I move to Brighton and Hove Albion versus Man City. What can we say about Man City? Played an amazing, fantastic game on Friday night against Newcastle. Whew. Wow. And Brighton just right in this. And I'm going to say Man City are going to win this by 2-1. And DrodgaJr003, what are you going for, mate, at the Amex in Brighton?
Brighton and Man City. Man City already won the league, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna rest a lot of their players for the upcoming Champions League match, and that's coming against Chelsea, which I'm very excited about. I do believe that it's probably gonna be more likely all the reserves, some guys that didn't play come and play, and Brighton, they're safe for relegation, so but they would still want to finish the season strong. They've lost 2 out of their last 5 and draw 2 and won 1. So I don't see any way they're gonna come out and win this. I honestly believe Man City is gonna actually win easily. and I think it's gonna be maybe like a 3-0 against Brighton, because Man City, even their reserve is such a superb and team regardless of it. Now,
The next game is the FA Cup final. We won. Chelsea versus Leicester. If you don't know, Leicester City beat Chelsea in the final thanks to an amazing goal from Yuri Tielemans. Oh, it gets better and better every time you watch it. Oh, I'll leave the link, if I can find the link I'll leave it in the description, but I know you're a Chelsea fan, so I'm going to be nice and say Chelsea will want their revenge and win, not by much though, by 1-0 to get their top 4 hopes, to keep their top 4 hopes alive. DrodgaJr003, as a Chelsea fan, what are you going for, mate? Stamford Bridge.
Now the main one, for me personally, Chelsea versus Leicester. This is gonna be interesting because there's 1 point clear. I had 2 points actually ahead of us, Leicester City and Chelsea, and I think with this one, it's gonna be whether or not if it's gonna come down to the wire whether or not if we qualify for top 4, because Liverpool are 1 point behind us, and which is kind of nuts because of the season Liverpool have had. In the case of we lost to Leicester City on FA Cup final 1-0 with Tielemans' fantastic goals actually, and Thomas Tuchel's choice and selection of the squad was eyebrow raise, sort of like that. I think we can actually get back and win this. I think this might be a 1-0 game with us winning it. I'm being biased because I'm a Chelsea fan, so don't comment. But I think we can actually beat Leicester and move above them if that's possible by 1 point, and that will give us a little cushion for the rest of for the end of the season.
Thank you, mate. Now we move to Everton versus Wolves. Now, Everton and Wolves. Wolves are safe in the table, as I know, as we are. Everton, they're still pushing for that Europa League, Champions top 6, but I don't think they're going to get it after losing to Sheffield United. And I'm going to go with a Everton win by 2 goals, by 3 goals to 2. Everton can score goals, but just because of if they can score. And DrodgaJr003, what are you going for, mate? At Goodison Park.
Now let's move on to Wednesday's fixtures. It's Everton versus Wolves. Wolves haven't really had the best season this year. They're currently 12th in the table, but even if they win this, they're still gonna stay 12th. They've won 2, lost 2, draw 1 in their 5 games so far, and then Everton has pretty much the same, lost 2, draw 1, and win 2. So everything is slowly building and picking up paces. There are chances. Decore is back in the lineup, so that strengthened the midfield quite a lot. I would honestly edge it out to Everton 1-0 also. That's probably going to be where it is.
Thank you, mate. Now we move to Newcastle versus Sheffield United. Now Sheffield United had a surprise win against Everton. A 17-year-old Jesperson scored his first ever goal in his first ever Premier League start. They're going out with a bang, Sheffield. Sheffield are going out with a bang. They're not going out with a rump, they're going out with an absolute banger. And Newcastle had an enthralling game against Man City. Newcastle will win this game by 2-1. Joe and Joe Willock will score, as he's got like 6 and 6 or 5 and 5. I don't know how many it is from now. And DrodgaJr003, what are you going for this game?
Moving on to Newcastle and Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield United. Why did I say Sheffield Wednesday? I used to admire Sheffield Wednesday. That's why. I honestly don't see any way Sheffield United will win. They might want to go out strong, come finish the season as strong as possible and try to make pretty much give a good morale. But I see this as, Newcastle winning this pretty much. No, actually, this one I might see a 0-0. I think that's gonna be my prediction. This is gonna be a 0-0 game.
Now we move to the final 4 games of game week 34, starting with Spurs versus Villa. Spurs won against Wolves 2-0, and Villa lost to Crystal Palace. And I'm going to say that this game will be very, very close. Spurs need the points to get top 6 in fact. And I'm going to go with the Spurs win here. I'm going to help the Spurs fans out by going for a 3-0 win. I think Spurs will win this game by 3-0. Aston Villa's defence is leaky. If they have Grealish, they have a chance, but Grealish is still, I don't know about Grealish, but... And DrodgaJr003, you going for at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium?
For Tottenham versus Aston Villa, which is crazy, dude. Tottenham has been on a nice little form, really only lost 1 out of the last 5 games and draw 1. And Aston Villa, I don't see really doing much. And with Hurricane Song and hopefully Gareth Bale does something or plays, I will honestly edge it 2-0 for Tottenham rather than ahead of Aston Villa. That should be able to help them push them up at least close to Liverpool for that Europa League spot, if that's possible.
You meant I move to Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. A North or South London derby. Now, 2 teams here that could easily disrupt the top 6. Well, Arsenal can, but they're not going to do it. Because Crystal Palace are a decent team at home. They're a decent at home. They're amazing. I think they've got the most points at home this season, I think. One of the most points at home. And I'm going to say this game will be a Crystal Palace win. Not by much. By 2-1. And DrodgaJr003, what are you going for in this London derby, mate?
The next one really is Crystal Palace and Arsenal, which this one is crazy because Arsenal beat us last time 1-0. Right now Arsenal are 9th in the table, and with this win they'll be right behind West Ham. But they're playing Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace has been, here and there, some days, like, if you're not careful, they can catch you on the counters, and with Zaha's pace, and Benteke has been doing really, really well this year too. So, I don't know. I'm gonna guess this one will probably, knowing lack of offensive power for Arsenal, but they've actually won 3 of the last 5. And then Crystal Palace have lost 3 out of their last 5, which is very interesting. And they've only won 2. Arsenal have won 3. this might be a low game. And also, I would edge this maybe a 0-0. Also, this will probably be a 0-0 game. I
And they move to Burnley versus Liverpool. Liverpool now could mathematically still get top 4 if they win the last 2 games. This one and the last game week of the season, they will get the top 4. And I think they will breeze past Burnley. No offence to Burnley fans, there aren't many here. Yeah. And I'm going to say Liverpool win this game convincingly by 3 goals to 0. Can I just say, before we get any further, they won 2-1 against West Brom. Allison, with a 95th minute winner. Have a word. Has Allison got a 95th minute winner? Okay then, okay. And DrodgaJr003, what are you going for? And I predicted Allison to score another goal, mate, or not?
Burnley versus Liverpool. This one I'm very interested about. Although Burnley are not doing the greatest this year, they're still that tough industrial team that I really like to watch. Honestly, they're just big physical players. And they pretty much can play bully ball with Liverpool, but Liverpool have pace. And Mo Salah is the joint top goal scorer in the Premier League right now with Harry Kane, which means that and then good form lately. Honestly, Liverpool won 3, draw 2 in the last 5, which put them in they're right behind us with 1 point, which is like a very scary because like Liverpool is looking like putting a pretty good form of run and looking like a threat against us. So I would still go with Liverpool. This might be a 2-0 game. If anything, it will probably be a 2-0. Mo Salah will probably find a way to score. Either Diogo Jota or Mane scores the other goal. So it might be that kind of.
And Liverpool also. We move to the final game of game week 37, which is the Baggies versus the Hammers. West Brom versus West Ham. Now, West Ham can still do it. They need to win. They really need this win badly. And West Brom are down, but not out. They're down, but they're going to go out with a whimper or stronginess. And I am going to go with a West Ham win by 2 goals to 1. And for the final time this season, DrodgaJr003, what are you going for at the Hawthorns, mate?
Now, West Brom and West Ham, I automatically know that West Ham is going to win. West Brom is in the relegation zone and only tied 2 and lost all 3 in the last 5. West Ham is fighting for trying to get into that little spot for Champions League. If they win, they'll be 1 point behind Liverpool. So unless Liverpool drops some points in the last game, they might get the Europa League or something. But they put on a terrible run of form for West Ham. 1 draw, 3 losses, and 1 win in the last 5. That's a bad form if they were trying to make, Champions League spots. So pretty much that. I think this will be a resurgence where they actually win this game to help them push them up there to that Europa League spot. I don't even know if they're gonna end up getting any more. Pretty much any more spot than that, with about just after this there's only 1 more game of the season, so there's 6 points to be had. So I think West Ham will win this. I will guess 3-0. Jesse Lingard will score, Linden. So yeah, pretty much then that's pretty much gonna be my prediction, and Hopefully I get most of this right. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate everything. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Thank you, mate. That will bring this game week to an end. There's one more game week to go with Brandon for game week 37, 38, sorry. And I'll see you all on that game week. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Also turn on notifications so you do not miss any more videos that are coming in the near future. And also, boys, thank you massively for that Moments Icon pack. The amount of videos it's got. If you want to see more, comment down below and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Game week 37 being on.